and I'm live here once again at In Your Head. This is the internet icon, the pride of the pilgrims, the most honest man in all of podcasting, and a damn handsome man, many have said, Jackie Jones. And I'm here to talk about AEW Dynamite. Jackie Jones, AEW Dynamite post show, and this is the 1 year anniversary of AEW. So they had their Night of Champions. They couldn't use that name because that's owned by WWE. But all the belts were on the line. Big shout out to Marquis Dubois is here in the chat room. The pelvic thrusting music right there. I agree. That is some tunage. I wrote that myself. Those lyrics are all mine, folks. Lyrical genius, along with an internet icon, the pride of the pilgrims. I mean, regular Renaissance man right here. Hello, Stephen Butler. Hello, all the fine folks of the Headyverse. Thank you guys for joining me. If you so desire, if you would like to, during this program, if you send in any $10 or more via the super chats, I will send you an autograph photo of myself, Jackie Jones, made out to you, or a loved one if you want to use it as it would be a great Christmas present, a Thanksgiving present, possibly a president. Maybe you want to use it as a gift for Election Day. I don't know, but you put up on your wall, whatever you're gonna do. And the thing is, here, folks, all the photos will be different. So you're like, well, I did it once. Like, I don't want to do it again. I'll make sure to send you a different photo. It'll always be signed by me. $10 or more. Super chats. Do it up, or you can PayPal me. Anyway, we're going to get to this show. It's not all about making money, but it would be good to make a little scratch here. Help pay for the expenses of running the show. All right. So, they've been promoting this. The 1 year anniversary show, all the titles on the line. AEW. So we opened up with FTR versus Best Friends. This match I was really looking forward to. Interesting way to kick off the show. Good and bad points with using this first because it's one of the matches I was looking forward to. So I thought maybe they'd save it for later. But at the same time, it gets you right into the show because it is, I think, a match that it's been built well and people have been looking forward to. I really thought this was excellent for 95% of the match. I really think Best Friends are underrated as far as actual talent. They're funny, and I think they can actually be a good team too, not just funny guys. So in the ring, which they really proved in the parking lot brawl match, parking lot fight. That was one of the best matches of the year for me. And so this made sense to me. You get momentum after that match. You propel them to a title shot. Boom, it makes sense. So they worked really well together. There was a spot, I think after this spot, it started to get strange for me. So looked like one of the guys from Best Friends was going to get counted out. Instead of just taking the count out victory, FTR brings him back into the ring. I think even the commentators were a little didn't quite understand that, because if that was babyface, well, for one thing, if it was the guys, if they're trying to win the title, totally makes sense. But when you're defending the title, I could see as a babyface. I have pride as myself as a wrestler. I don't want to count out victory. I don't want to DQ victory. I want to pin the guy. I totally get that. Even if they're still their bad guys and competition means a lot to them, I still would get that, except for they cheat at the end of the match. So it kind of nullifies the idea of, we're going to keep the titles in any way. Plus they went through this whole 15-minute brush with greatness thing where they have to beat them before they even get a title shot. So, it's already established that they're, underhanded to keep their title. So to not take the count out victory didn't make a lot of sense to me. And like I said, I think it kind of bewildered the commentators. So that was a little strange to me. And then it got real wonky, I thought, when they went for the the Goodnight Express, their finisher, and it seemed like he was whichever guy from FTR. He was really waiting for the other guy from Best Friends to come in, and you could tell that because he was a little bit off time wise. And so it just got a little wonky there. Otherwise, it was a fantastic match, I thought, up until that. But it does take away from the match, these couple things. The belt shot itself looked great because you actually heard it. And that was actually one of the best belt shots I can remember. But that whole sequence was, it didn't look very good to me. So unfortunately, the end of the match was took away to me for the whole match. It wasn't the best couple sequences there for the finish. And, that's what you remember. If you mess up something in the middle of the match, it's going to be more easily forgotten. And then that went right into Miro and Kip Sabian running in and beating up Best Friends. That's a fine feud. But one thing I think AEW could use a little help with on there is not always, because like I said, going with Best Friends after they coming off that big the brawl was then they get the title shot. But I think so you have that, you get a lot of momentum. They lose the title match. Then they get beat down. So it's like 2 losses pretty much in a row. To me, that's kind of hurting their momentum when it's a team that just got newfound momentum and a newfound position in the card where people can take them seriously now. And then you beat them twice in a row, which I thought, to me, I wouldn't have done that. But so anyway, they destroy Miro and Kip Sabian destroy the team. Miro has a great look. I'm a huge Rusev fan. I've been trying to give this right away. I thought it was a mistake to put him with Kip Sabian. I don't think Kip Sabian's like talentless or anything, but he's definitely not on the same level as Rusev. And I understand maybe the idea is he gets Rusev, he gets the rub from Rusev, but I don't think it's working out that way at the moment. So they had a match. I'm not digging the character. I get the idea of where he's like he's a video game guy. He's like a normal dude, whatever. But when it comes to competition, he's he's crazy and a badass. Okay, I can kind of get that, but I'm just not loving Rusev Miro being the video game guy. It does not appeal to me. I'm not a video game guy myself. So maybe I'm biased, but I don't think that's fine for maybe someone else. I don't think it's a good gimmick for anyone. I remember when they did that with the 205 Live guy, where he was all about the video game stuff, and it doesn't compute to wrestling. I don't dig it. He's even like calling his finisher game over. It's not appealing to me. And I understand maybe they don't want to do the same old trope as just the big giant foreign guys destroying people. And I get that to some degree, but I mean, they tried to do something different with the Funkasaurus. It's like, we don't want just another big man, but I don't know. Some things in wrestling don't need to be changed. I'm not digging it. He also flubbed the camel clutch, which was kind of sad. I've never seen anyone really, because he went to put it on and he just totally missed the guy's head, and he's still like but his arms were over the guy's head, and the guy's still putting his head back. I know it's it's a small thing, but I mean, when the match was only a squash match, it really stood out. So and to me, that wasn't a good segment. So then we cut backstage. Lance Archer is beating up Moxley. I like this. This was something they did throughout the show. Moxley and Archer beating each other up backstage, to build up to the title match. I like that. MGF promo with Jericho. I was so excited when this started. To me, MJF is amazing. Jericho's amazing. MJF and Jericho together have been amazing. So they start out. Okay, I'm going to give I Hate Animal Planet line. I'm good with. That made me laugh. It was very random, silly. I dug it. The giant jacket for Sami, I could take or leave. It wasn't like great to me. And then they just so MJF, was talking about he's going to join the Inner Circle. And this is where it really fell apart for me. So he's going back and forth talking to himself, like his inner dialogue, but you hear him talking to himself. That doesn't work for me. Not a fan of that. If he did one sentence, maybe or something like that, not working for me, especially live in the ring. Not digging it. Um, just dumb. This was too dumb. I didn't like it. And then even though these great delivery by both guys, it didn't work. I don't even know if it's great delivery, honestly, by MJF. This was a miss for MJF for me, and that's a rare thing for me to say because I'm a big fan. And then there's something about steak dinner. I didn't get it. Maybe this is a joke from that goes over my head. I don't know. Maybe I was supposed to know what this steak dinner thing is, or maybe it was supposed to just be absurd and we'll laugh. But I just thought it was dumb. Um, Britt Baker. I mean, this was also dumb. The Britt Baker segment with Tony Schiavone. But for me, this probably sounds like Cornette. This dumbness is okay with me because it's with Tony Schiavone and Britt Baker, and it's a pre-recorded segment. I can deal with this on the show. The live segment in the ring with like your two main event heels, that's a little different. You can still have comedy in that, but not to the degree that they went with. So this was funny. I mean, it's not like gonna set the world on fire or anything, but it was a silly little segment that I liked. You saw Tony getting waxed and I did like Britt Baker told him to cover that up and threw like a towel over Tony's crotch. They have good chemistry together. It's funny. Cody versus Orange Cassidy. To me, this was match of the night. Big fan of both guys. Cody's back to being blonde. I like the black hair, but I do think seeing him again blonde, it does suit him better. These guys I thought worked really well together. It was interesting because Cody's a versatile wrestler. And so in this particular match, he's playing the big guy, and Orange Cassidy's playing the total underdog, which he does in every match, but you think maybe they're more similar size than some of the guys Orange wrestles. He's still a bigger guy, but I thought it told a really good story in the ring. Orange, the underdog, Cody's a little overconfident. Again, I think that's an interesting thing to do with Orange Cassidy and his matches where it's established guys where they don't take him totally serious. I think that works. It works with him doing kind of the silly spots because it works in the match. Because he'll do something silly and then people think, well, this guy's an idiot. Then they'll hit him with a real move. So it actually makes sense within the story of the match, him doing that kind of stuff. Dark Order comes out, they get ejected. Cody hits a big reverse superplex. That was pretty sweet. Honestly, it was a good match. So the thing Orange does sometimes when he's rolling out of the way. Again, this one made sense in this match because he's rolling in the figure four to get out of the figure four. So that worked for me. He hits the beach break, which is like his I forget, I don't know what someone else used to do that move, Mike Modest. But he does it on the apron, which they put over. If you're gonna do the stuff on the apron, which really does hurt, at least they put it over and they don't do them definitely don't do them too often because I know it'd just be dumb. But they put it over as a serious thing, and I like that AEW because I know some people don't like that they tell you when there's 5 minutes left, 10 minutes left. But if you're gonna do time limit draws, you have to do that every match. Otherwise, it gives it away that you're going to the time limit. And it builds drama. I think it's something that easy to do and you can use in these matches. Other matches, they might do it, and if it doesn't go time limit, it doesn't matter. But in a match that's going long, they keep telling you the time limit. It adds drama to the match because it's going to end. So oh God, can he win before the match is over? This match, like I said, built really well. And I think this was so right near the end. Then Orange is hitting all his big moves. You think he's going to win. He gets him in that roll up thing. He kicks out. Or he doesn't kick out. It goes right to the time limit. He did kick out of the couple moves. He fell down when he went to do the orange punch. So it's not like Cody kicked out of the orange punch. He couldn't hit it because he hurt his leg. I like that he has a couple different finishes finishers. He has the roll up he's pinned people with. He has the orange punch he's beat people with, and he has the beach break that he's beat people with. So when you hit one of them, knowing that you beat somebody with them, it could be the finish of the match. And to me, this was correct, because I was thinking kind of like the other match where if Orange lost 2 in a row, I really think that would have been a mistake. And it's a mistake to take the belt off Cody after he just won it. So what do? Do you do double DQ? Time limit's perfect because it keeps both guys strong. It continues the story. It tells a story. Cody couldn't beat him, and Orange had him on the line. He had him almost beat. So the people's hero, Orange Cassidy, against the established Cody Rhodes, arguably the number one guy in the company, or right up there. It was good. And then they announced later in the show that they're doing the rematch in 2 weeks. So to me, this was great. The match itself, the story of the match, everything worked here for me. Match of the night for me. The only thing I will say, the immediate cutback to backstage, I thought was a mistake. I think you should have kept on Cody in the ring and Orange for another 30 seconds, a minute, and also have the commentators, put that over that Orange had him, possibly beat. He should be the champ, or at least it's unproven. Neither guy proved they were better. So, put that over. Not because when you cut away right away, you kind of, you need that minute for everything to sink in what you just watched, and the commentators to tell you, put it over. So I go back to the back, which Moxley this time attacks Archer. So that was cool. I like both guys. I like Moxley. I like Lance Archer. Matt Hardy. I don't know. I used to really be a big fan of Matt Hardy. I'm not really sure what's going on with him. I kind of think he's not sure because I think he thinks the stuff isn't working, the broken stuff. So but at the same time, he can't just be some guy. I think he's kind of lost what he can do, or maybe they're eventually leading to doing the broken again, but I don't know. I'm not a big fan of Matt Hardy so far in AEW, which is unfortunate because I was looking forward to him coming there. They cut to a video of it's a bunch of Matt Hardy pictures, and someone's burning them up, and it's a Sami Guevara. I'm a big fan of Sami Guevara. I don't know if you want to stick with this feud after everything's happened, but at the same time, you want to get something. I mean, he took, he almost got killed. He got hurt. You might as well get something out of it. So hopefully their next match, I wouldn't do some crazy hardcore thing. If you want to do a gimmick match, it's cool, but make it like some kind of gimmick match where the actual risk factor is down there. Find something you could do, but don't be taking any big giant bumps. I mean, Matt's already he's not fun to watch walk around. You feel bad. You want the guy to actually be crippled up. So then they had this lottery. 4 teams are going to vie for the number 1 contendership. That's cool. So as a Private Party, Silva and Reynolds, 2 of the Dark Order guys, Butcher and Blade, which I'm fans of, and the Young Bucks. And so the Young Bucks were in there, and they come off weird as heels. I think they come off as unlikable, but at the same time, when I don't know. But anyway, they started super kicking everybody. And then it ended a big brawl. So this is cool. So they're going to lead to whoever wins this and will fight FTR. I mean, you eventually have to do Young Bucks FTR for the titles, but I have a feeling it doesn't happen quite yet. You build that up to hopefully an actual pay-per-view when you can do a actual show with the crowd. Sheeda versus Swole. This was not good. Swole is what's funny is I actually think this was one of Swole's better matches, and it still was very bad because Sheeda's good, but Swole is bad. She's not good. She's not ready to be on TV, honestly. not good at anything. She can't talk. Her matches are bad. She really doesn't have any. I don't think she really even has any charisma or anything. I don't see what they see in her. And they call her Big Swole, like she's this big impressive, like badass, but she isn't. I don't get the push for her. This bad. I guess I didn't know what the dinner debonair or something. I don't know. That's what's coming up with MJF and Jericho. Even though this week was a miss for me, I always have high hopes for MJF and Jericho. It's very rare that I don't like either guy. Eddie Kingston was on commentary. I'm a big fan of Eddie Kingston, so that's cool. Lance Archer came out with a helmet. Why not? I liked it. Some people don't like Lance Archer. I'm a fan. He's very strange, and he's just crazy. He comes out killing people, beating up the ring crew guy. That's cool. I dig it. Moxley comes out. It's a good match. Just two guys going crazy, beating each other up. It was cool. Moxley comes right out and hits the paradigm shift. You think maybe that's going to be the end of the match, but it wasn't. But that was cool. I like that. That makes sense. Moxley's trying to take out the big guy right away, but it's not enough to take him out at the beginning. So, yeah, that was a good match. I dug it. And then what happened at the end there? I don't know. But anyway, I think I missed it because I had to go boot up the laptop. But I know Moxley won, and I think we're probably building to Moxley versus some of the guys with Eddie. Stephen Butler says Archer had more colorful ring gear than Moxley. He did. But yeah, and he's got new it's got like bright red braids and blonde hair now. I like it. All right. So that was AEW Dynamite. Not the best show. Probably didn't live up to my expectations of, the anniversary show. But the Moxley match was good. The tag match was good, almost great, but I think the end lost me a little bit, but still a very good match. And the Cody Orange stuff was great. The Swole match wasn't good. And I'm not digging the Miro stuff. And the MJF thing, maybe that might have been funny to some people, but that didn't work for me, MJF and Jericho. But still enjoyable show. I didn't hate it. I didn't, think, why the hell am I doing watching this? I enjoyed it. Kingston and that's right. Kingston and Lucha Bros chased Archer off. They put Moxley over before besting him up. All right. Beating him up. So, who do you think in that group will go for the title? I mean, they've already did Eddie Kingston, but that's to me the money for as far as the build, the promos between Eddie Kingston and Moxley. I'd like to see more of that. You could do kind of an old school thing where Moxley, Eddie Kingston keeps throwing his guys at Moxley. Moxley goes through all of them, and then eventually does the Kingston match. That works for me. We'll see. So that's about it for that. I'm going to go over to Pro Wrestling Tees real quick and see what's new at Pro Wrestling Tees. Check this bad boy out. What's new at Pro Wrestling Tees? I think there's a fall sale. Save 20%. They sign up for Pro Wrestling Tees. They're not paying me shit, but there's always they always send me some kind of deals. I didn't get this shirt. Oh, I did. I actually got it at the actual Pro Wrestling Tees store. It's the Moxley shirt for the pay-per-view that happened in Chicago in February. Maybe Ivan Koloff shirts. That's pretty cool. Road Warrior Animal passed away recently. Everyone knows. I'm just going to go look real quick. See what's new for sale at Pro Wrestling Tees. All right. They got a lot of new hats. They got just plain straight wrestling hat. Hot Rod hat. That would be cool. Courtney Rush. I'm not sure who that is. Why don't I show you guys instead? You know when just here. So if you just listen to the podcast, don't forget, come on Wednesday nights, right after AEW, Jackie Jones show, Watch it up. And Tuesday, the regular In Your Head show. It's good stuff. And if you're not around, then just watch on YouTube. All right. Let's see here. Should be working. All right. So, yeah, we got over here Rosemary Demon Assassin hat. I'm not sure who that is either. FWF Turmoil Flat Bill hat. FWF Thrill Kill. Thrill Zone. Who the hell are these people? A new Brody Lee shirt. That's kind of cool. He's got like the third eye. Pro Wrestling Tees. Brody Lee Sinister. Third eye Brody. Kind of cool. This is Super Bad. Kip Sabian, Penelope. I actually like this shirt. I probably wouldn't buy it just because not a fan of Kip Sabian, but it's cool. Got kind of Halloweeny vibe to it. Yeah. Oh, I guess it's like Tim Burton kind of deal. Super Crazy. Wow. So Super Crazy's got some merch. Tony, I was limp. What the fuck? What does that mean? Tony, I was limp. What? I guess it's no offense. I don't listen to the podcast. I don't know. I guess it was this. Who the hell would want to wear that? Meyer. Oh wow. Like I like the idea of this shirt. You know, it's a Versus shirt, but would you really want Brian Myers versus Tommy Dreamer shirt? I mean, if you were there live, I guess. Bound by Hate. Is that at Bound for Glory? Because, you know, this here is the story. Bound for Glory. If anyone wants to buy me any of these, though, a large or a medium would be good. Neil Jones, 2 Campbell Street, Sandwich, Mass, 02563. I would like this. Ultimo Dragon shirt. That's pretty cool. Pretty sweet. I actually have Ultimo Dragon hat up here. Young Bucks as zombies. I guess for Halloween, but don't quite understand. I mean, it's cool. Killing the business. All right. Kind of cute. Dynamite 1 year anniversary shirt. Again, that's something would be very cool if you're actually at the event. A lot of masks. A Pillman shirt. Oh, Brian Pillman shirt. Huh? The Rascals. I guess it's like a playoff of vampire movie. What the hell is it called? Born Wild. I don't know these people. The Gatekeeper. Who the hell are these people? They're probably thinking, dude, I've got like 3 million followers. You've got like nobody. The Gatekeeper of Australian Wrestling, Robbie Eagles. Don't know. It's a weird ass shirt. And we got the weenies. It's kind of cute. The weenies. All right. Well, there you go. New merchandise on Pro Wrestling Tees. We need some new In Your Head merchandise. If anybody out there, I know our man Shaheen is gonna work on some new In Your Head merchandise. So if you have any ideas of stuff you'd like to see, a design, a Jackie Jones incher, or anything In Your Head related, a Headyverse would be good actually. Send that in to our Facebook page. Leave it here in the comments, actually on YouTube, or email me at jackinyourhead@gmail.com or iwhitewrestling@gmail.com. All right. So I'm going to get out of here. It's a quick show just to talk about AEW Dynamite. There was a longer show last night with Tony Gurria. We got a lot of cool guests coming up on the show. Manny Fernandez is going to be returning to the show soon. A lot of very cool people. I think we have some original Glow Girls coming on the show. It's going to be fun. Tomorrow night is Live Without Your Head. Rakafet Abigail will be returning to the show. And we're going to be doing our 13 horror movie costumes. So it's going to be me, Trista Robinson, Terrible Troy, and Rakafet Abigail. And we're each going to have our 13 costumes that we from horror movies that we would like to wear if we could do so. So that'll be fun. And earlier in the day, we're going to be doing interviews for the Travel Channel for Ghosttober. That will be Trista Robinson and I. So you can check those out on Without Your Head on YouTube. Coming up next week, huge guest returning to Without Your Head, Joe Bob Riggs. He's going to be coming on the show and talking about his upcoming return to Shudder. That'll be pretty sweet. And anyway, check that out. Without Your Head, withoutyourhead.com. Subscribe to Without Your Head on YouTube. If you can't get enough of me, and who can? Boom. Go and do it. All right, guys, I'm out here. Thanks to the chat room, Marquis Dubois, Stephen Butler, Vince Ceruto, and all the fine folks. Again, if you so desire an autographed photo of myself, super chat $10 or more, or PayPal it to me, and I will sign it to whoever you want. I'll send that out in the mail. If you donate $1 or more in the super chats, we will give you a shout out on the show during the show. Pretty good deal, and it helps pay for everything here on the show. All right, there are a lot of expenses. Zoom costs a lot. You can get the free Zoom, but then you'd only get 40-minute shows. But you want hours of us. I mean, come on, folks. So you got to pay for that. You got to pay for the site. We had to redo the whole site, which was still in works, and 16 years of content. We had to move. It's not a good time. But if you can't afford it, don't worry about it. We're still always going to do the show. All right, guys, I'm out of here. Help spread the head. Share in your head. Share Without Your Head with your friends, your enemies, your relatives, all the good folks and the bad folks you know. You like the show. You want people to watch the show. You want me to be happy and see people watching the show and liking the show. Send it out on Twitter, on Facebook, on Instagram, on Grindr. I don't care, wherever. Just send it out. All right. I'm just rambling now. So good night, folks. We'll see you next week.